Let's jam.
I play music.
You can play music.
Hell yeah.
Emptiness. We start from emptiness. But it's only in the void that do we find specks of powerful grains. Those very grains we call stars. The light in which they beam upon drifting rocks. Drifting rocks that harbor the oceans, the air, the lands, the carnal fires. To creatures large and small, grains within grains. They're rightfully empty on this empty ocean, their crews drifting endlessly around a radiant orb of brilliant light. That world shadowed by its orbiting siblings, somber, sorrowful. They cry among the stars, gazing at their troubled sibling. What's the matter, Nightshade? We thought you won for peace. Has your longing for war made you bored with troubles? Don't worry. We see something happening. A tiny grain on you begins to stir among the others. Maybe they'll create something interesting this time. Maybe they'll...
Shh. We can't tell her. She needs the rest for what's about to occur.
Nightshade. A world where hope is common. A commodity, yet a fleeting drifting grain. For this world harbors no compassion. It merely is a wondrous drifter. And you, my insignificant grain, already befouled and ridden with a scarred past. Or, more so, a curious future. Dare reach, reaching for that hope. Donlee, you're in wet rock, wiping the rain from your brows. I'll bet you have no hair. You feel its gentle pour on you, embracing it. What do you find yourself doing?
I find myself meditating. Donlee is meditating as part of his training.
You're still, like the very pool of an at peace body of water. No stirrings, yet you feel the water falling upon you, but your soul, your essence is that of a rock. Suddenly you feel something clacking, crawling. And you realize it's your master. He's trying to crawl over on top the back of your shell. My son, how do you feel?
I feel like I'm one with the lands, Master Chipper.
Ah, to be with what land is what we strive for, to seek balance, to make sure that all is unified, so that life becomes death, and death fosters new life. What else have you come to learn in these past years? What has this swamp, this land, the nature and air around you taught you?
As much as I think there's a lot of darkness around here, there's also a sense of balance between life and death around here, dude. Master Chipper.
I see. You understand, but you do not know. You know, but you seek to understand. A tumultuous presence lies within you, my son. Something that only the greater aspects of life can teach one. I can't be by your side for all time. Life will not foster such. But you have seen what I have seen. These strange particles from the sky. Not natural. Feels out of place. Distant lands, maybe, it comes from. What do you find within you that could give you a reason of cause?
I might not know it because I've never actually seen anybody else but the creatures around here and you, Master. But I feel like I have a greater purpose of just of helping others. Also, there's this, I don't know what about it, but every time you mention cheese, I'm more curious.
Ah, yes, cheese. I long for it just as you do. Kind of like licks his lips, and you're like, there's a bunch of saliva kind of coating the bottom of his like chin whiskers. Ah, cheese. Bounty of nature that humanoids long ago developed.
At the moment, while still kind of like semi-meditating, having conversation with Master, like Donlee is just thinking about cheese growing on trees for some reason. Like he doesn't know the shape, but he's just thinking about it that it grows on trees.
Orbs of colorful splendor, both delicate and fervent in taste, dancing
Man.
around one's palate, playing tricks, at the same time teasing, giving one the true essence of what we wish to find. A balanced, colorful spectrum of taste and smell. Ah, it enraptures me, my son.
That's oh, Master, are
And
you okay?
he starts to stumble a bit and just lose grip on your shell and kind
Oh,
of starts to fly.
can I try to like help
make
him?
a
Just
make a dexterity check to see if you can catch him.
all right. I'm gonna be rolling real dice here. Okay.
Sure.
Okay.
For this one, you will.
Yeah. All right. And dexterity, right?
Dexterity.
All right. That is 16 minus 1. That is 15.
You catch him.
Oh!
Oh,
Whoa. Master Chipper, are you alright? It
I see
seems
you've
like
been.
you've been like this since.
Yes, It has to be the sky ash, my son. And I don't think. Well, as I am now, and as I have been for a long time, I do not have the capabilities of undertaking a journey, nor the necessity to reverse what has occurred to me.
Mm. I understand, Master, but there must be some way to help you at least. You know.
Possibly. I do not wish to give you false hope, my son. Donlee,
Yeah?
how do you feel about the outside world, beyond
Well,
this rock, beyond this land, beyond the Murk Vale, beyond the tributary, beyond the swamp?
I feel like there might be more that I can find. But at the same time, I don't feel like leaving you in such great pain.
It could be something that passes.
Mm.
I have ways to, in time, make it subside. But for now, I beseech that thy put up with the transgression of my inner flesh. I will not succumb, my son, I assure you.
Alright. I trust you, Master. And yeah.
Well, I've been putting it off for this too long. You know of the village I speak of that I've forbade you to approach.
Donlee like has a bit of a excited look, and his tail's like kind of like straightened up as like a dog. Was like, oh, yeah. What about it?
In my stead, you will go. Yours will be a double journey.
Oh,
One for yourself, and one for what has started to pervade and pervert this land.
ah,
Seek the answers to dispel or rid the swamps, and where you find this ash, it is not natural. It is tantalizingly deceptive in what it does. It plagues the water. It stinks the air.
mm. Are you sure, Master? You, from time to time, you have forbidden me to go to the village.
I know that I have. But sometimes reconsiderations are of necessity.
Ah.
There are others like you, others different than you, that you will probably come to meet. Seek their aid. Try to befriend. Try to understand. Understanding is the one true philosophy that will enable your druidship to bloom and foster, my son. The bloom within you will enable you to undertake great trials and hardships. And you will feel loss. People will not begin to always understand you, but that is life. To truly understand those around you, you must come to understand that he or she within must seek. Seek yourself in your journey. And he kind of corrects himself and starts to stand on his hind legs.
Ooh.
And he starts to grab a small little twig. And it's strange. He's a small rat, but at the same time, he commands such a presence, like as if he was 100 times bigger. You claim him to be an archdruid, but he just seems like he was always like a parent, someone who was there for you, someone who was always a giant in your eyes.
Hmm.
That village, it's your first trial. Seek their stewardship, their guidance, and ask for directions, because the larger populaces are much further to the north and west. I cannot prepare you for all, but be on guard, for even though you've a command of nature, do not underestimate it under any circumstance. Do you hear?
Understand, Master. I will do my best.
So he kind of like picks up a little like stick and kind of like fashions it into like a staff. And you realize he also has like this. Somehow he made a robe or a jerkin out of like some of the marsh moss and twigs, and it's kind of like similar to that of what Aang would have in a strange gi-like robe.
Ooh. Okay.
And his nostrils flare up. Seek the cheese, my son. Cowabunga.
Cowabunga, Master Chipper.
So he basically does the equivalent of trying to kick you in the back of your shell to kick you in the direction you need to go.
What? All right.
It shan't take long, my son. When you find answers, I will be here. Nature will be there for you. Do not forget.
I will not forget.
Also, be sure to brush your teeth every morning.
I don't think I have those, but all right.
No, I saw one growing the other day.
Oh God, really? That's radical.
Yes, you have dentures, my son.
Oh, that's right. Holy. Oh boy. Okay. Cowabunga, Master Chipper.
Shell on, son. Shell on.
Sean.
and then you start to proceed toward the village.
Hell yeah.
All right, make me since you're pretty comfortable, and it's just still a light rain, nothing too extravagant.
Okay.
Do me a survival check and roll in roll 20 this time.
Okay. Survival check. All right. That is a
All right.
D20.
Oh, I have so many web pages in. I forgot to show. Here we go. I'm going to reveal the area where you were.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Can you see now?
Yeah, I see it.
Okay.
Oh. Oh,
So
cool.
basically, you have the path before you.
Okay.
And then you basically start. Let me give you control over your character now.
Nice. All right. So.
All right. Name. Controlled
Donlee.
by. Moo.
Moose.
Say.
Oh, there we go. I can control. Nice. All right. So.
All right.
Let me see. Oh yeah, I can. Nice. It's just a bit laggy, but that's fine. So what do you say? Survival check
Yeah. Do a survival check.
plus my wisdom. Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. All right. So that is plus 4. All right. Cool.
You feel the confidence in you that you can kind of like sidestep a lot of the obstacles. This is familiar land. This is easy for you. This is almost mundane. This is
Alright.
just a normal trek, but you feel yourself like torches, huts, a little different in style than your own, and these reptilian in nature, these creatures at the front. And you get closer, and
Okay.
you start to feel that your presence is almost to the point. Make a stealth check if you wish to be stealthy, or if you feel comfortable, just make your
I think
approach.
I feel comfortable. I don't think I need to do a stealth check. So.
All right, let me reset the map.
Got it.
And then you approach, and you're approached by what seems to be lizard folk. You've heard about them, and you've seen them from afar, but their very reptilian nature is something else.
Oh. Hold up. It's invisible to me again.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Okay.
moving you.
Okay. Good. All right. So I see lizard folk.
Yes.
All right.
Hold
Okay.
There you go. It should be toward the bottom now.
Okay.
You should still
Okay,
have
I see it.
control.
Okay. So.
What do you want here, Tortle? What brings you here to the Shellclaw village?
Oh, let me take a look. Hello. I have resigned from the swamps for many ages, but I'm here to in peace and to seek guidance. As
Guidance?
yes.
I have not seen you in these swamps before.
Well,
Proclaim such?
indeed. Well, I'm also just here to figure out the issue of the black ash as well.
It's of the sky ash, brother. Oh, this might require counsel from the elders. Stay here. I will go to get the stewardship. Oh, don't move the map. Cool.
Oh,
wrong way.
yo, they have moved terrain.
Yeah. All right. Moo,
Yes.
I need you to mute yourself because something interesting thing's about to occur.
Okay, I'm gonna hand mute this.
Right. Gray, welcome. Welcome to Toukin. And now, we begin. And I will send you this. Give me 1 second.
Mm-hmm.
Okie Alright, I'm going to be sending you the invite to Roll20.
Yes, very
Okay.
good.
And in conjunction, I will be sending you this to set the mood.
Okay. Yes, very good.
Okay. Welcome. Welcome. Well, if it isn't you again, Grey, or should I say, Skizard, this is going to be your journey. But first, we begin with the ushering of what fosters this story. Are you ready?
Yes.
Emptiness. We start from emptiness. But it's only in that void do we find the specks of powerful grains. Those powerful grains we call stars, the light in which they beam upon drifting rocks. Drifting rocks that harbor the oceans, the air, the lands, the carnal fires. To creatures large and small, grains within grains. They're rightfully empty on this empty ocean, their crews drifting endlessly around a radiant orb of brilliant light. That light which gives and takes away purpose, crushes and creates hope. That very grain. That world shadowed by its orbiting siblings. Somber, sorrowful. They cry among the stars, gazing at their troubled sibling. What's the matter, Nightshade? We thought you were one for peace. Has your longing for war made you bored with troubles? Don't worry. We see something happening. A tiny grain on you begins to stir among the others. Maybe they'll create something interesting this time. Maybe they'll... Shh, sister. We can't stir her. She needs the rest for what is about to occur. Nightshade. A world where hope is a common commodity, yet a fleeting drifting grain, for this world harbors no compassion. It merely is a wanderless drifter. And you, my insignificant grain, already trialed and befouled by the manyest tasks that life has put you in. You've learned, you've grown, your skills, your way of magic, they become something new, striving to be more. And you dare reaching for that hope, that potential. Skizard, you in your family's hut. Your mother making some preparations. Your father by the fire, eating a haunch of meat. And then I was saying that why would he throw the spear in that direction? And then it hits the tree. I told him not to do that. Huh. You speak strange thing, Galazard. Our son would never make a mistake like that. Maybe you got foul in your eye. No. I'm not make it foul. I's no foul. You hear knocking on the leader. There's someone new here. Someone at the bridge. Someone stranger, but says they from swamp. You wish to provide audience? He might have answer or at least some form of reasoning as to what go on with Sky Ash. I'll go see him. Skizard, you wish to accompany me? New people here, yes?
Yes, this may be a good idea. I will follow.
We will be coming here shortly. Do not worry. So, where do you come from in the swamp?
Well, I came from in the deep swamp, and I have a little hut with my master, Master Chipper.
Master Chipper? I do not know who that is. And Gray, I'm going to give you control of your character. 1 second.
Alright.
He should be in the top right of the central hut. And 3, 2, 1.
Okay, yeah.
Treat? Treat?
Oh, now he's back. Okay, he's back. I think
Hopefully the recording still comes through.
I think it's still come through.
He went to take a shower, so all
He's
right.
not listening, so he's
I
just
know
recording.
he's not listening. I know.
Yeah.
Well, shall we, my son?
Yes, I think we shall.
My son, be sure to pay attention to everything you see today. Might help you in the future, yes?
Yes, I will do my best. Thank you, Mother.
My son, you make us all proud.
I do
Come
my
now,
utmost
Skizard.
best.
Who we have here? Who you be? Shell
Now-
one, you may speak.
Cowabunga, my dudes. My name is Donlee, and I reside in the swamp. I came here so I can figure out the mysterious black ash that's been spreading through the lands.
It comes to find the reason why it comes from sky, chieftain. Sky ash. No good. We don't have many answers. Some of our people start strange coughing. It's not bad now, but we don't want it to get worse. Me other, she knows ways of magics, but she no ways of sky ash. It's different. Even me son who help, no understand what it wrought upon our people.
Tis true, I have not seen things like this before.
What do you propose, Shell One?
Well, I was trying to figure out this myself, but also, I think we should also just see if anybody else is affected by it or the source of it. So,
Wise, yes, very wise, but it already affected various creatures in the murk. Even the shell. It does not affect you, no?
from time to time I've noticed it, but so far, I feel nothing. I feel fine.
Good. A healthy one. All right. We'll seek further audience with the... what was the title that you... Was it a shaman she was?
Yeah.
Okay. We will seek guidance from our shaman, me wife. She might provide some direction. It is that time again, my son. You know how your brother, he had his calling to adulthood. Tells him. Makes me proud, but you have vast potential, me son. All right. Follow me and learn the ways of our people. We won't treat you too harshly. We have good soup ready. Gooper, you like?
Ooh. What
You
soup?
eat? Yeah, gooper soup.
Ooh.
Bone still in. Marrow
Does it have-
very good.
Does it have, what you call it, cheese in it?
What's this cheese?
We are
you
not
speak
familiar
of?
with this cheese.
Oh,
It sounds
man.
like something from the ways of the northwestern peoples. The different.
Perhaps something of smooth skin. Maybe.
All right.
Yes, the smoothskins. We not seen many lately, or heard tales of them, but they have different ways of making food. Quick, follow me.
All right.
You finally have the reason we need.
New food.
Should have control of your character, Moo.
Yeah, I got it.
So, Gray, you realize this is a Tortle.
He's definitely not a pushover either. He's not as
Hmm.
tall as you,
Mhm.
but he definitely has the weight advantage. Like he looks
Yeah.
like he might even easily double the weight of some of the others in the village. Definitely
Hmm.
not one you want to scuffle with. And I guess the two of you, would you like to describe what you look like to the other?
Go ahead.
I'll go with Gray first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So Skizard is this 6'7" crocodilian
Ooh.
lizard folk, which is the same as all his tribes. They're all crocodilian in nature. He has very pale, dark green scale coloration. He has like a sort of robe on that's sort of like frayed at the edges, that is wrapped around him with a beat up looking rope, and he has bone adornments all over his body. He has a raven skull on top of his hood, and in between the hood lining is woven in Spanish moss,
Ooh.
as well as bone piercings on his face, and like just accessories of bone dwelling over him. And he has a staff that he carries at his side with like a lantern at the very top of it, and the staff itself is made of like twisted roots.
Okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
All right. So my character Donlee is a Tortle, and he is a big 6'4" Tortle that weighs and don't get me wrong, we rolled for this 420 pounds.
Oh my god.
He's he just entered adulthood, and his shell is like kind of like a bit on the reddish side, more brownish.
Also more like
And
a box turtle. Okay.
His eyes is like full black pupil,
Okay.
and then his skin is like a bit on the brown side as well. And he's wearing like at least something around his like lower region, like a little moss. So like
Oh
moss and
right.
stuff.
Gotta
covering
keep
his back.
accurate. He has pale blue eyes,
Oh, okay. Cool,
which
cool,
is, I guess, would that be odd concerning for the rest of his tribe?
Not necessarily. There's various reptilians in nature that can have very brilliant speckled pupils and irises.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, so he's just a big turtle dude that
Does he have any
reside
sort
in
of,
this.
like, gear? Like
Age. Wait, what? What do you
no,
say?
like was he like? Is he like anything
Oh,
trained
he's-
or like weapons?
You
or
see,
gear
you
or
see
something?
him. You see him carrying. On one hand, he's carrying a quarterstaff.
Mhm.
On the other hand, it's like hanging around his arm. It's like a wooden shield.
Oh.
Yeah, it's stripped from one of the various hardwoods from parts of the swamp you are forbade from going, Skizard. This is from the realm where the creeping fog or the creeping gases typically is found. And
got
the
you.
fog in some ways has given it a very interesting like pale yellow coloration, as if there's
Ooh.
been sulfur like particles that have kind of like leached in, but there's no sense of smell that it could be harmful, but it gives a very vibrant yellow to like contrast his very red and earthen color shell and carapace.
Donlee, was it you said?
Yeah. If you want my full name, my master called me Donlee Da Raphmich, but you can call me Donlee.
Yes, Donlee is a little easier for me. You carry a strange shield, my friend. You have been near the creeping fog?
Yeah.
Well, I've been living in the swamp, but yes.
And yet you
Yeah.
still walk before us. Very odd.
Surprisingly enough, yes. I heard a lot from my master about this, but so far, nothing much.
My son, who is this? Calazar, who is this? Is this the friend or the stranger who has come? Yes?
It appears so. He comes seeking investigation against the Black Ash that falls.
Oh, most excellent. She kind of like claps her hands and just like almost like thankfulness at the spirits of like giving her some form of brevity in the situation.
I kind of do a little bow and says, "Cowabunga, my dudes."
Yes, Cowabunga, me dude.
What is he do?
What, honey, what does this mean? I think it means, how are you? Rock on.
Oh no, we
Yeah.
fire.
Anyway, what? Grey, Skizard, your mother, I gave her a name for you.
Okay.
Her name is Sulazem.
Sulazim?
Yeah.
Okay.
Her title has not changed. She is pretty much the head shaman still.
Mhm.
What is this? Mother, father, brother, outsider. Is this good? Good omen?
It seems to be good omen, yes.
Yes, it is. Do not fret, Talazem. It will be okay. And your friends, the one who has those coughing fits, I think soon we might find reason as to why that strange sky ash does this to our people and our food and the other animals. It will be okay. Okay. You don't mind if I take some of the grouper, do you? I ravished. Go ahead, it's fresh and ready, me son. So he kind of goes and takes some and I'll go get outside. I wish you well in your journey, brother. I heard it soon.
Yes, it is coming very soon. What was it? Two suns from now, I think.
Oh, me son. The spirits, they say much. It seems that the suns have given reason to expedite just cause of why your adventure, your passage to adulthood, to becoming, well, eventually the new head shaman for me. I do hope that's nothing you're unprepared for. I know it's very sudden change, but this stranger, he, Donlee, yes?
Yes, that is my name.
This
Given by my master.
Donlee might be a way of the spirits of guiding, some reason as to change this befoulment. I agree. Your mother, she does not speak untruth. I've known her for so long, and I know you've seen it in her work, her craft. Here, Skizard, I've been keeping this, but you know what it is. You're seeing it in our rituals when we try to communicate with those who are no longer with us among the clan. So,
Yes.
Skizard, basically, she's pulling out a strange mask, and you saw it as a child.
Mm-hmm.
In some of the rituals and the processes that have occurred, and when you're a very young adolescent, it's almost like a raven's mask. Different. It's got very high characteristics of like very vibrant flowers and plumes that adorn it. And they've kind of been dipped in wax to like seal them. And the primary colors are yellow, red, blue, green, and in the center, black. And then one other plume that comes from the chin, a white plume. as if it's to represent both nature and the spirits unified as one. And it wouldn't be akin to like seeing some of the various war mask and ritual masks that you've seen in games like Zelda or Crash Bandicoot. It's got this very broken hive bark look to it, where it's creased and pressed, and it's entrancing. You've never seen it so up close. Well, sometimes when I get the calling, when I go to sleep, I put it on so that I can see beyond what I normally would. In the dreams, in the dream catchers.
So, my son, listen closely.
Of course, Mother.
And you too, stranger. This might correlate with you. I don't know how, but something might gleam your future. The vision starts like this. It begins with a young man, maybe shorter than the two of you, but he's not themselves. They are missing parts of themselves. They're shadowy, transfusive. And then they turn to me, and I see a bright smile. And then I find myself in a raptured mind. Someone lost, searching answers. Person none of us know. Someone who needs help. Someone who needs guidance.
Someone who wishes to do more of themselves.
And that mind goes to a lightless figure. This person, this thing, this creature, I do not know. They shredding and peeling flesh away from unknown people, as if they're savage animal, and they take their flesh. No burial, no nothing. They just leave them. No rights, no passage. Discarded, disgraced. And then finally...
Desecrated.
Yes, desecrated, me son. And then we find us... I found myself joined with another soul. Someone very sad, in constant pain. Sorrowful. Their entire essence desolate. And they, among countless others, all putting their hands out, trying to outreach and touch the sky, but the sky no reach back, son. Done.
Yeah.
Galazar. They seek. They cannot speak. They beckon. So lost they beseech. My son, shepherd these souls. The world shackles them so. Guide them only the place you will know. And then she kind of like looks at it away from her face, like looking at it and just admiring it, but turning it away, and with both hands she presents it to you.
Oh. Are you
This
sure
is
I am ready?
You will find your way to be ready. You might not be ready now. Son, you will know when you're ready. It will come to you.
I see. It is a great honor, Mother.
And you, stranger, Donlee,
Yes,
you seek to change these lands to better, yes?
indeed. Not just for everyone here, just for my master and everything that surrounds it as
Your
well.
master? Wait.
Yeah.
Wait a second. Is he the fur one? I seen him just twice in me life raising me boys.
Does he look? I give like a rough like size to, like with my hands. Does he?
Yes,
Is he smell like this?
Well, definitely the hair, for sure, but
Hmm.
the size is much diminished. Strange.
Oh, then. So I don't know. I guess. Or do I know?
You think she knows, but you're not sure. Make an insight check.
Yeah, I'll make an insight check. Also, I'm sorry about this, but my mom just texted me saying she's coming home early.
Okay.
So we might we
it's
might
okay,
have to
it's okay.
do an indefinite
okay.
pause and come back to this.
Well, how
But
how long do you have? You think?
I want to say like
30
I don't know
minutes?
because she's gonna take me to get some stuff and
Mhm.
make sure we prepare for the winter
I see.
that's coming. So
Okay.
it might be an hour. So I'm sorry about that,
Okay.
Gray.
Oh no! I might be able to do this in an hour. So you go with that, Gray?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let me do this inside check before like I have to step out. So, all right. So let's see. My inside. Oh, do you want me roll here or just do a
I roll here.
Okay. No, I'll roll here. Yeah.
And then while this is occurring, she bestows the mask to you.
I will
And Gray, you can
bow
add
my
to your
head and take it.
you can add to your inventory Mask of the Smoldering White, also known as Odonaut.
Okay. So I have. Let's see. So
is this a custom item?
This is a custom item. It
Oh,
is
God. Okay.
simply as it is right now. It's a mask. You're not sure what it does, but
Can you send me the text of that so I can get it properly?
yeah.
So
Okay.
okay. So this is my insight, right?
Yes.
Okay. So that's. Let me roll. And that's.
Yeah. You kind of glean that she's trying to. It's pretty darn close to who you know. It's just the size is a little off.
Yeah, because like Master Chipper is like the only furry thing I've known since.
I see. Well, right now, preparations are going to be made. Things are going to be addressed in a very uncomfortable pace. For us and you, me son, and you, me new son, Shell son.
Whoa,
I like that.
whoa. Then I can call you.
No, you can't.
Oh, okay.
But I appreciate the sincerity. I do. I truly do. It's my wife, she picky with who she claims to be kin, but you shown promise and trust and truth to our people, so we feast. And
I
then tomorrow
understand.
you depart. And we make sure you, my son, make sure you have all your belongings. You know how you always lose when you always lost your hand axe. And
Mother,
it was
that has
always
not
under your
happened
bed.
in 3 years.
No. Your father, he right. You not be careful on misplacing your things. You don't want to lose your focus again now, do you?
No.
You're too old for spanks, but don't give me reason and cause to up the age limit, son. It won't be the end of it. You hear?
Of course, Mother.
Anyway. Donlee,
Yes.
Skizard, honey, let's have feast with the rest of the clan. Maybe tell stories, but also we tell you where to go. At least I tell you where I think you should go. I've never really ventured too far, but we make trade with other people, and they usually come from northeast. That direction. She kind of points in direction of northeast east. That's way beyond what both of you know and where you've been out of your comfort zone. So at this point, both of your parents and kind of go outside and kind of like start to begin almost like a ritual celebration with the other elders, the elder sons and daughters, and the other people in the clan. So feel free to join them outside.
Yeah.
So, yeah, my mom's home, so I'm going to step out for now. And I'll
Okay.
be back. Just, yeah.
You are
Sorry
very
about
quiet at this party.
So
Donlee.
Moo, what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna do some like lore stuff with Grey, and then if we get to the end of the night, we'll close it there, and then we'll pick up at the next day and when you come back. Okay.
Okay,
Is
cool,
that-
cool,
Is
cool.
that fair to both of you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Alright.
fair. Alright,
Alright.
I'll be back. Ah.
Okay. Well, me son, what do you think? I prepared you a headdress. It's a surprise. Not different than the mask, but she basically it's almost a very similar replica or spattering of feathers and bones and trinkets, kind of like collectively adorned to kind of fit your very crocodilian skull.
Mhm.
Okay, let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay, I undo the buckle around the chin. Oh, you have such a good chin, me son. Oh, like your father. Oh, why are you doing that? Don't turn your head. I'm just trying to put it on. She kind of like, she's actually going to make a
You're
check
doing it too tight.
No, and then she's going to make a dexterity check to make sure she doesn't pinch your scales.
Oh,
pinch your
crush
scales.
it.
Okay, excellent. Look, honey. It looks very nice.
I'm gonna
son?
insight check my. I sensed hesitation in that voice.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. 4. What is my modifier? Oh, that's a 3.
He's telling the truth, but from all you can glean. He does this really half-smiled crocodilian lizard folk
Probably like a small,
smiles,
sort of
yeah, it's like
nod of affirmation. It's like,
it's like enough to gleam. Like, yeah, he's probably telling the truth. I've seen my dad smile like this before. Like, what else could it be?
yeah.
We have the new person here. A turtle. Never seen a turtle in a long time. And this Grey, this other, this lizard folk, he is the, what would I say? This is Elder Chronocash.
Okay.
He was the previous headhunter of the show until your father kind of like took up the mantle, but right now Elder Chronocrash is kind of like teaching his son to be the ways of to become the head warrior. So you have in this clan the Shell Claw, you have the head priest or shaman, which is what your mother's title is, the head hunter, and the head warrior for the sake of defense and trying to keep those who are able-bodied to defend against, semi-domestic threats. There's mostly other creatures and maybe the off chance a very drunk passerby who makes their way into the swamp this far and just causes
Starts
riffraff.
trouble. Okay. Yeah.
You don't have any strange humanoid skulls other than what you think in your burial areas, and so you're probably sure your people don't kill other humanoids very often or if at all.
Mhm.
So, what do you have to say to us, Head the Chronocash? Well, it seems that more of us are succumbing. It's about 3 more over the past week have got, well, my son calls it grey lung, similar to the blackish grey sand that is this ash. That is not good. I'm sorry, I can't remedy this. It's beyond me, beyond any of us. But these boys, they're going to seek help. I pray thee find the help we need.
We will do
Maybe
our most best, Stelda.
Yes, that is right, Skizard. You make a fine head priest one day, me sure. And some of the other like the people in the clans like
Hi.
all like kind of like unison lifting their arms and some of their tools up in the air. And one guy is like who has like 2 bowls ready for like the soup. He's like hi, and he's just like doesn't really care. He's just here for the soup.
He's just here for the food.
But you felt the energy at least.
Yeah.
So, me brother, what you are you going to be okay from the swamp? You think?
Me thinks me be okay. Travel these
I see.
lands enough. And we have outsider, no, Donlee, this newcomer, who is more familiar with other sides of swamp.
You smell of the other side the swamp, the fresher side, but also you don't have strange gas. And Donlee kind of just like does his some just quaint gestures, like kind of nods, like yeah. I was like in his own kind of like particular Tortle way.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes. So, well, brother, the seems it's ready. So, I go grab you a bowl, and he kind of goes over, reaches over. Oh, it's yeah. You can take it. Yeah, it's a special occasion. I'm not trying to cut in line. It's okay. And he kind of just like dips his head down and kind of like agrees, and just out of respect, because he will eventually, who he's speaking to will probably become the next headhunter.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. And the elder kind of approaches you. What have you learned recently? Anything new that your mother taught ya?
She has taught me the way of summoning a sort of animal assistant and perhaps scouting to find better cures.
Ah. So what these bones for?
Yes.
Kind of like pokes you in the shoulder, just like hard, but just enough to like give you the essence, like the strange adornment you put on yourself is a little different than what your mother does.
Yeah.
You have much respect for the dead. That's good. Don't disrespect the dead. They disrespect you. In many ways, you can't count on all your fingers and claws. Remember that.
Of course, Elder.
Before I found myself in the swamp where these... So, Chronocash is actually an outsider
Oh.
who was accepted by the Shalefist. He has a
Oh.
different kind of coloring to him. He's much grayer in tone, and his accent's a little different.
Mhm.
But he hails from a different region entirely. But you see there's various scars that have withered and aged over him, and shows that he has a lot of experience about more than the outside world and some of the other warriors and protectors here at the swamp would know about. So, these places you might find yourself in,
Mhm.
they call them cities. Called them
Cities.
towns. Yes, where a lot of people of different races, not just him. And he kind
Even
of points to me.
Swoolskins.
Yes, moose-skins and hare skins and scale skins.
My word.
And yes, very colorful world out there. But also many different opinion on way of life. Try to he kind of does the gesture toward the head. Be open-minded. Always,
Respectful?
yes, respect one, but also be on guard. They take our forms of respect differently. So, as the old saying where I come from, when in Chronokaya, do as the Cronians do. And he lets out like a crocodilian bellow, like you know how they like fake in there. He just kind of like lets out a hiss and just like raises older but very built body into the air. Don't worry. Spirits be with you, as always. And you get the essence
Thank
that
you, Elder.
he might be different, but this is culture through and through for the lizardfolk species. And
Mhm.
they, as much as you all try to look out for each other, you all have some personality traits, whether you believe it or not. It's just not something that lizard folk think about. What's a personality?
Mm-hmm.
But that will be the end of his little ramblings.
Mm-hmm.
So, Misan, how's it fit? You like it?
It fits well, my lad. Thank you. It is, what word? Very nice.
You kind of like over on the side, you see Donlee just kind of like scarf down the bowl. The bowl almost looks like a shell, but like you don't, in a blink of an eye, you swear he grabbed like a spoon and then he didn't. He just like tossed the spoon away. Like what is this? Like he definitely doesn't use utensils where he comes from, and he just kind of just engulfs the bowl. Doesn't chew it. Maybe a little peck from where his beak is, from the wood's missing now, but that soup's gone. Like, in a blink of an eye.
Oh.
That one, he eat. Unfortunately, we can't eat him. Oh, whoops, I said that aloud. I mean nothing, no disrespect by that, Donlee. And Donlee's like, kind of like shrugs and doesn't really understand, but kind of like tries to play into the strange amusement.
Mm-hmm.
So, Skizard,
Yes, father.
Did you eat enough?
Yes, I think I am good.
Anybody else you wish to speak to?
Hmm.
It is by this time. Some of the rain is letting up, and you feel you see the moon's peek through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So do me a perception check.
Ah, boy.
That's a 2, I think.
That's a 2.
You see into the clouds, but you see the light, but you don't really see the moon exactly. It's been. Uh-oh. Hello? Oh,
Yeah.
did my music stop? Oh, my music stopped. Okay. I was like, what's going on here? I want to go back to the swamp. I don't need to be in a tavern. Wrong.
Autoplay triggered.
Yeah, audio jumble. So, where were we? Ah, yes, the moons.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen them for about a month. They're in some ways a guide to your village, and without the guides, in some way, the spirits seem lost. You feel, but this isn't something you can see, so you kind of feel that disconnection. There's light, but no guidance. Someday the light will come back. Someday the ash will be gone, and we, healthier, more free people. All right. Okay, I'll show you to where you can sleep for the night, Don. That okay? He kind of just gives a nod. Just heads into one of the free huts there. Not one of the ones which kind of like ridden with the ill, but just one of the other some of the other hunters and the other warriors. So, hey, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Interesting. That's weird. So, I have this bug with my audio where when people aren't speaking, it cancels out my YouTube audio. It just mutes it for some odd reason. So I thought I'd like disconnected with my audio. Anyway. Well, all right, time for shut eye. We start the new day. Okay. And your mother kind of gives you the cone of like she flicks your tail on the back of like your upper waist as a sign of like, come on.
Okay.
And so like your brother goes to like his side of the swamp where he usually sleeps with some of the more younger hunters, and your mother and father go to their primary hut. You know, Everyone just kind of like goes about their way. The guards back to their posts, and preparation for a new day begins.
Mhm.
So when Moo gets back, we'll pick up with the next day and finalize your journey.
Okay.
So let me message Neutral.
Mhm.